Here's a game. Sniper R. Okay, let's see. What I played recently as black. I haven't played a Sicilian for a while. We can try this. Go for a classical Sicilian. Here we go. Yeah, so this is the move that I call the classical Sicilian. I think other people call it that too. Let's see. So the normal move here is e6 so that you can take back with the queen and not suffer pawn damage here. That's not the most common move here because it gives you a little bit of a stronger center here. Yeah, this is going to lead to kind of a dull game, isn't it, with the queens traded? But it is a pawn sack. Well, temporarily, he probably gets that pawn back. But there's no particular advantage to white in this position. Actually, he's not getting that pawn back. He's just playing for having messed up my pawns and being a pawn down. Okay, so I don't want to block the bishop, although this bishop is probably coming out here. Bishop to h3 check. Well, I mean, it gets the bishop out with a tempo, but the king runs there. And the bishop is going here. I'm just wondering, is the king better on the queen side or the king side here? Yeah, let's put it here. See how white plans to arrange his pieces here. Okay, let's get this bishop out first, and let's get the other bishop out. Let's put it here, looking at the rook in the corner, since he so conveniently opened up that diagonal for me. Okay, let's take the rooks off. It's just a better endgame for me with the bishop pair and the pawn up. So he's going to go after my bishop. That's okay. Let's threaten checkmate here like this. Okay, so this should be a lost position for white, which white played instantly, as you can see. In fact, I could just move my king up and let him take that bishop. But why not keep the bishop? Let's see, what's the best way to do that? Well, the only way to keep the bishop is to move it back to a8 there. And then it'd be difficult to move this pawn, so I guess I need to... no, he's not threatening anything over there. Let's just defend the pawn, and then we can harass his knight with my other bishop. Like this. Now he starts to think. He wants to keep his knight on. Maybe he believes in that theory that knights are better in Blitz. Yeah, as that saying, you should never quit on a Blitz game as long as you have a knight left. You might get a fork or something. Goes all the way back. So I was wondering, I could put my bishop out here, hit this pawn, encourage him to move it forward, where it will block in his bishop. Yeah. So now his bishop has no moves. Let's improve my king position here. The knight doesn't have a lot that it can do either. Yeah, let's just come in with my king. If I can round up these pawns over here. Let's go here. I'm not sure where he's going with that knight. He's going after my bishop. So here, 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 here. So if I move my bishop to this square, that knight doesn't have a lot of moves. You can always go back here. I can go there. True enough. So yeah, let's kick the knight. I wonder what the best way to do this is. Maybe just leave it there. Is he really threatening to do anything? And then think about how I can get more pressure on him. King here. I guess just getting the king forward is the way to do it. He's got a check here and a check here. He goes for that check. So if I take it and he takes and I attack with my king, he can defend it. So let's go here first. So now I'm threatening just to take that knight and win a pawn. Knight still doesn't have a lot of good squares. Yeah, let's win another pawn here. There we go. There is this check. I was pausing for a second there. You got to look for these little skewers and tricks like that. But let's block in that bishop and see if I can win it. I could just bring my king over here and attack his bishop. It's probably not a win, but I can maybe get a passed pawn over here and win with that. Yeah. Take here, and then just push this pawn through. I'm just a lot quicker than he is. He's got to come all the way down here to take my pawn. Okay, so he wants to go down a piece, which makes sense. I may have to sacrifice my bishop to stop these pawns from queening, but I have a passed pawn over here. Very clever, but it doesn't quite work. He's pushing that pawn, hoping to get a bypass there. But I'm not letting that pawn by. Doesn't get any free pass from me. Okay, and he resigned. Anyway, that was a short game, but I think instructive in its own way. A good example of how white should not play. So I'm going to upload this, do a postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.